somehow we go back into the same vulnerability. Sometimes we go back into the same essence of, I'm not in control, although I am, but kind of regress to the place that I was.
Relationships are such an amazing thing because when we finally find that special someone, not only do we face all the things that we're insecure about, but all of our vulnerabilities come up in this special way with someone we used to feel safe with. What's going on here?
We are so open and undefended that it gives us an opportunity to feel all of the things that we're usually defended against. We grow up and we have to protect ourselves from different wounding, from insecurities. Then we take that into our adult life. And then when we meet our partner, the defenses drop for a moment and we have a chance for those insecurities to surface. And it's also an opportunity for us to grow and to heal those insecurities so that we can continue to be our full, authentic, alive self.
It seems like an intimate relationship is very similar to our bond with our mother and father and the ones that we've seen between the two. So everything we didn't have any control over at an early age, we really hope that we get to have some control at this time and fix everything that we wanted to fix, have everything that was good just the way it was, and everything I didn't like to have it different. So somehow we go back into the same vulnerability. Sometimes we go back into the same essence of, I'm not in control, although I am, but kind of regress to the place that I was. And everything that my partner does may remind me of that and put me into the defenseless place.
I would speculate that we pick partners that will put us in that defensive place so that we can heal and move forward. And in my practice, it's really typical for people to come in feeling this way and really to get a little piece of awareness that you chose this person, work with it. There's some empowerment there. Like, you are wise in what you did. Stress tolerance can help you through this process and you will grow and become who you want to be.
Well said.
All these things are so, relationships are so complex. All those issues are true. And then in the most simplest perspective, you've got, if somebody's not that important to me, then I'm not afraid of being rejected by them. And if somebody is really the one, if they reject me, oh my gosh, then I'll be alone the rest of my life. So it's terrifying and interesting how this relates to my career. On the male side, so to speak, there's the relationship side and we have the career side. I had so much fear about being a public speaker, and I'm very natural as a public speaker now. I have no fear, but I had so much fear in the beginning because if I failed at a public speaker, that's my greatest gift. So then I was a real failure. I was also a computer programmer with no anxiety. If I failed and if somebody's born to be a computer programmer, that's what their fear would be. And there was this great interview that kept me going. It was with John Lennon of the Beatles. And they asked him why they stopped touring. And he said, because we had so much anxiety before performances, they would throw up.
Oh my.
So I thought to myself, okay, if John Lennon can be afraid before performances, I can too. But once you gain experience, you work through your issues, and that's how I was able to work through my issues, is you face your fears. And when you do that, you then become fearless, and that's when you can be 100% yourself in your work and in your relationships.
And I think that what we want more than anything is to be intimate with somebody. And it's the thing that scares us the most. So sometimes our partner sees something in us and we feel really vulnerable for being seen in whatever insecurity that might be or sensitivity that might be for us, and our partner sees us there, and sometimes we start conflicts just to push it away so we can feel a little safe. But building a tolerance for that kind of vulnerability is what helps us to have the intimacy we need.
And it's really just a skill. I think clients can get very overwhelmed thinking they have to reshape their entire personality. It's not about that. It's about taking who you are and knowing that you can handle where you're at. There's some self-confidence that goes along with that growth.
It's the hardest relationship of our life. Like in every other relationship, we have a certain role that we can be dominant or avoid dominance or in some way control or hold part of ourselves. This is the only relationship that we have to give it all and yet strip it all at one point. Like be able to be working through have my power in a sense to negotiate the most important aspect of life, and buying a house together, doing different things together, projects together, and then yet strip it all and be the lover and give, and then sometimes ask to be given. And I think the duality of all parts of ourselves really being faced, and then at times also getting mirrored back the things we really don't want to see.
So if you're watching and you're feeling insecure, take it from the panel. Go do something for yourself and take a picture of it and send it to them.